Let's go ahead and get things started with. Uh, you see, my topic is dude, dominate your dollars, right? We're gonna go into a little bit of that, and I want to welcome everybody that's looking at this for the first time, or maybe even checking out a replay. What's up? What's up, dude? And I mean that in the serious and sincere. When I mean dude, I mean a woman. Hey, it could be a man. Dude, is you. What's up, Carl? Good evening. So that dude means you. All right. So the topic for this evening is a casual conversation to enlighten you on a few things going on before the weekend gets here. Before the weekend gets here, I wanted to make sure that I got a good boost to the weekend. Because you know the topic that's been trending in a lot of people's minds right about now, other than the news. I don't really look at the news like that. But guess what's trending? Money and investing. And I get calls from people, and I love it because real estate has been the nest of what I have been doing for the last 20 years. But many of you know I'm also helping people earn money online, make money online through the Forex market. And a lot of people don't understand what that is about, and that's cool. Tonight what we're going to do is go into a little bit of how that is possible and how you can dominate your own dollars. So don't feel threatened that you have to know a whole lot about the industry. But I get calls from time to time from men and women, no matter what industry that they're in. They could be working in IT, they could be working in um, nursing, IT, self employed, mom, dad. It doesn't even matter. And I even have real estate people calling because they understand, especially in the climate of where we are right now, how can I dominate my dollar? If you take a look at what's going on with unemployment, some people are going to lose their unemployment benefits very soon. And I mean before the summer is out. So if that's gone and a lot of money has been pumped into society, what's going to happen with money? People are going to get very nervous. And what's going to happen if you don't have money coming in? A lot of the business owners have been receiving PPP loans. And if you are a business owner, you're eligible to get that. Definitely check with a bank. And there's a lot of online banks that are facilitating those type of loans. But for business owners, you can get a PPP loan, and that's helping you stay in business, payroll, rent, utilities, supplies, those kind of things. And then you had stimulus money that was boosted into the economy. So we're looking almost at an artificially inflated society. And when you have that money gone, if that money is not there, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to be out of jobs, for one, and then you're going to have a lot of people out of income. So I really wanted to talk tonight about what is it going to take? Yeah, Carl, money, 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 money. You hear it, but maybe you're just not paying attention to what's really going on. And if you take a look at what's going on, CNN, you take a look at what's going on Bloomberg, guess what? They're already talking about it, been talking about it. You're just trying to hope you don't need to receive that conversation. But now is the time. So as a veteran in the real estate business, I'm not here just to talk about real estate and houses and how many bedrooms do you want. Now it's transitioning more into coaching individuals and making sure that they get the right business structure. Is it what can I do for accountability to help your accountability, and definitely helping you get closer to how can you multiply and dominate your own dollars. So I'm thrilled to have the ability to be able to have this conversation. A couple of years ago, I didn't know anything about trading or learning how to multiply my money. I'm just thinking when you put it in the savings account, then cool, I'm gonna be fine. But that's the sucker we've been sold, and that's not what I want you all to think, that is the only way to multiply your own money. So I'm going to talk about one way tonight that a lot of my team members and millions of people around the world have actually been participating in, and it's actually been something that you can do at your pace. You're going to be able to learn this skill, and actually you'll be able to do it anywhere around the world as long as you have internet access. Okay, so pretty good to know that you've got the capability to learn something, but it's really up to you. So who am I speaking to? I'm talking to the everyday person who moves a dollar around in their fingers. That's you. That's you. I was speaking earlier today to a real estate agent, and his question on the table was, well, how much time really do I need to commit to doing something like this? And I said, it's at your pace. So don't look at what we're about to talk about as far as a job. It's not a job. It's not a job. So I don't want you to address it that way. And I think if you understand that it's not a job, then you will definitely appreciate it so much more, because y'all have enough jobs, right? You got enough jobs, and especially the parents out there, you are out there doing the most. So big appreciation for parents who are having to play multiple roles and still having to dominate their dollar. So this is going to be a great conversation for you as well, so that you can learn how to do this on your own. All right. Before we get started, I really want to get you in dream mode, and I want you to think about, a dollar amount that you deserve. You've been thinking about it. If you could just think right now, you look up in the sky and you're just thinking, if I could have my way, how much money would I be happy with receiving on a monthly basis right now? What would that number look like? And I don't want you to be conservative. Don't even think, well, that's a little bit too little. $500, is that a, no. How much would you want to have every single month coming in with no problem? Okay. I want you to retain that number, because when we're finished talking, I want to get back to that number. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what to do with that number. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what the STIR is, and what is it that I do, and what is it that I participate with, and how the heck can I help you dominate your dollars? 10,000, that's a pretty cool number, Carl. So don't forget that number. In the next few minutes, I'm going to get back to that number. Many times, many of us don't think that a number is achievable, because we just think we're blocked in with what we make every single pay period. And the way people are getting paid has a lot to do with how you dream. Where you eat has a lot to do with where you work. Where you eat every day, okay, what food you eat has a lot to do with what income you're receiving. If you're receiving it from a fixed income, then you may not be splurging and doing a lot of the things that you really want to do. The neighborhood that you live in right now is predicated upon that salary that the loan officer shared with you on, hey, you make this amount, here's your debt, this is how much you're actually pre-approved for. Okay? There's a limitation. There's certain limitations. And even the things that you do recreation-wise, it matters on how much money are you actually making. So I want you to take the limits off of that number, and I really want you to think, what would life look like? What would life look like if I didn't have to worry about staying in a box? Staying in that $78,000 job, staying in that $102,000 job, staying in that $42,000 job. What would life really look like if you didn't just have that as your only income? Okay, so right here, when we take a look at this pie, this circle, I'm going to break this down to really show you how many of you can be investors and start multiplying your own money just like your big banks do. All right, here is 4 ways that people can make money. 4 ways that people can make money. The most dominant way that most people know and understand is working for someone, working a salary job, right? And we've all been sold that, hey, when you get 16 years old, you better get yourself a job. Remember the learner's permit to get a job, to get in the car first, and then you are learning how to get used to your first job. Now, most of us aren't taught at an early age that investing is something for us. So definitely make sure that when you have your own children and you're talking to them, you don't just put them in a box on a job as the only thing, because you never know that your child may truly blossom to be bigger than just a job. Your child may be the investor. Your child may be a business owner. So you have to be super careful when you're talking to young children about just get a job, because that may not be the walk that they want to take. So 60% of the people population typically works for someone else. And when that happens, guess what? You're also paying the most in taxes. So that individual who's working 60%, that 60% population is typically making the higher tax payments. I'm just a messenger. All right. Hey, Kelly, what's up? And Andre. And then you've got 35% of the individuals out there like myself, like Kelly, individuals who are real estate agents, barbers, Uber drivers, okay? Hairstylists. They work and they get paid. If I don't work, I don't get paid. All right. So if I don't sell a house for 3 or 4 months, there's no money coming in. There's no special plan for real estate agents. So this is the reason why this conversation is super heavy, because dominating your dollars has a lot to do with what if a customer is not coming to buy your product? What if a customer is not working with you? What if it takes 10 months to help somebody, Kelly, find a house? What are we supposed to do for income in the meantime? So we're going to talk about some ways that real estate agents are actually making money in between those closings. All right. So guys, we've got 95% of the population that work for someone else or they're self-employed. They're only making 5% of the money in the world. 5%. That's it. 5%. So let's shift over to the big boys over here. 1% of the population are investors. These are your guys, ladies that understand, maybe I should take $1 out and I want it to come back with 10 friends. I want to put $1 out and make $5. What if I put $10 into this e-commerce, Airbnb, stock, cryptocurrency, foreign exchange market, real estate? All of those are investment platforms where you expect, I'm putting in $1 and I'm expecting more dollars to come out. You don't have to have a brick and mortar place, but investors understand. They understand I don't have to have an entire team of people working. They understand money needs to be multiplied, straight up. Business owners understand leverage. They understand leverage. So think about your CEOs of companies. They're not there at the office. You don't see CEOs at the office typically. All right. They've done the work. They've prepared the structure, the managers, the employees. They're there to facilitate the work. Same thing with network marketers. So one time you may sell a service and you actually have multiple people that are actually contributing to your income. So ladies and gentlemen, 5% of the population out there, they know how to dominate dollars. They are making up 95% of the entire market. That's where the money typically is coming from. You're visionaries. The problem is people are thinking, well, if it's 5% of the population, how come more people aren't being an investor? How come more people aren't being a business owner? You know why? Because it takes faith and balls to actually have to do it. It takes someone with a belief this high to know no matter what it takes, I'm going to get it done. And it gets to the point where you've got someone who's comfortable just with the job, just working, hairstylist, barber. I'm not going to step out. So they're fearful and there's more doubt. Now, you can be in all quadrants really at one time. You can really do all four. I've done all four at one time personally. But what you want to do is make sure that you are diversifying and having more streams of income. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the time to play around and just say, well, I got my job. I'm getting a 3% raise next year. Got it. So as inflation is about 4%, 5% each year, and you just got a 3% raise, you're still behind. So everything is expensive right now. Food, Chipotle, donuts, gas, real estate, everything is expensive. So let's take the next couple minutes to talk about what are we going to do to dominate some more dollars coming into the household. All right. So when we talk about the investor, that's what we're going to focus on for the next few minutes. How can you be an investor? Okay. I don't want you to think you got to have multi-million dollars in the bank. No, I want you to zap out everything that you may have heard and thought of what this really looks like. An investor looks like you. An investor looks like me. So I don't want you to think that this is going to have to take you way over the top. Hey, Carl. So let's talk about what are some market strategies that are actually out there that you've heard of. What can you do? What kind of things are you hearing about that you can invest in? So yes, you've heard of stocks. You've heard of commodities like silver and gold. You've heard about that. indexes like the US 30, the Dow Jones, and then there's currency, foreign exchange. So a lot of times when you're seeing foreign exchange, Forex, what that is the exchange of one currency for another, one for the other. All of these right here, many people also have the misconception that the stock market is the largest baby out here, and it's not. The foreign exchange market is actually the biggest and largest financial market. So when you think, if you want big and you want to be a part of something big, don't you want to be in the foreign exchange market? Because as you're looking at a $6.6 trillion industry that's moving money around every single day, our dollars are being used to multiply and make more. So what this conversation is really about is how can you do the same like the banks do? Okay, so as the foreign exchange market is sitting at about $6.6 trillion a day, ladies and gentlemen, the stock market doesn't even compare. It's about $23 billion a day. So when I first heard about the foreign exchange market, I actually heard it from somebody who was half my age. I hate to say it like I'm real old, but someone who was half my age. And I thought, I want to learn how to do this, but they look like they're playing around. And I really, really want to learn how to do this. And so it piqued my interest. So a lot of you may be hearing it. You hear it, okay, well, how much scams are out there and I don't want to get taken advantage of. I want you to understand that you're on my timeline for a reason. So I think you know the reputation of who I am, the content that I have been putting out over the last couple of years, that you are getting this information from a qualified source, right? You get it from a qualified source. So with that being said, everything that I'm about to share with you is qualified professional information so that you don't have to worry about, well, my cousin said that he lost money with that. Let's focus on the professional who's got the information that you are actually looking for. Hold on for me 1 second. My puppy is just doing the most with her bone, and she's going to be messing up my video here. Winnie, we're going to have to hold fast on this, boo. Sorry, guys. All right. Hate to take it away from her, but you know, I'm hearing that. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's talk about how you can participate in that market yourself. All right. So when I heard about it a few years ago, of course, I wanted to learn from someone who was doing it, who wasn't going to take advantage of me, and certainly someone that I could trust. And that person was my mentor. And when he comes, this was 4 years ago. This is now 4 years ago. And when I got the information, I remember being sick. I remember having bronchitis. And what struck me most is that he was just calling just to say, hey, Lorie, what's up? And I knew that he had transitioned to this company, and I didn't know much about it, but I knew he transitioned to a new company. And he said, how's everything going with real estate? How's everything going? And guys, I had bronchitis at that time, and I was told to stay at home. I was told by my doctor, like, look, you've been in the emergency room once, you've been in the doctor's office twice. We need you to stay home and try to get better. And with that, I didn't know what that really meant. I didn't know what staying home meant. I was like, look, I'm self-employed, and the people that need my help, like, right, Kelly, Michelle, you know, your clients are out there. They're not in my living room. So I needed to talk to him, and he says, so if real estate were to dry up, what are you going to do? I was like, well, it's never going to dry up. But funny that you asked that question now, because I kind of do need whatever you're about to talk about right now. So it was the right time that I got that information, and he did share with me. And one thing I knew was I had $87 to my name when that conversation was presented itself. $87 was in my account. And he said, well, what we're about to talk about is $200. And I knew one thing I couldn't say was, I don't have it. What I did know is successful people before me, mentors, Robert Kiyosaki, if I look at Rich Dad, Poor Dad, what was mentioned in that book was, I have two options. I got two options. I'm sitting here on the sofa, bent out of shape, not feeling well, But I could say I don't have it and continue to stay in that position, then I'll never have it. Or I could get off that phone with him and say, I'll do what I have to do to make that happen. I'll talk to you later. And that's exactly what I did. So for those that think it's new, yes, it's new, but it's not difficult. If it's something where you know I've got to bring some other income in, stay tuned to what we're about to talk about. Because this could be your conversation that I had 4 years ago. That could be your saving grace. All right? Just be patient with your own progress and understand you're always going to have a day one. People before me, if I look at successful traders or business owners that are in business, I don't envy that person because they got started before me. And I know whatever work they had to do, they did what they needed to do in order to get the success. Right, Wendy? So you got to do what you got to do to stay on top of it. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Thank you. Moving right along. Welcome everybody that's on. We're going to talk about the industry that piqued my interest 4 years ago and over 400,000 people in my organization today. You're going to now be introduced to a market called the foreign exchange market, the largest financial market that is open 24 hours a day, and you're able to use the convenience of your computer or phone in order to make decisions in the market. If you're able to place trades in the market, wouldn't it be great to have people before you that know what they're doing because you don't know what you're doing yet? Well, the company that we're a part of is called I Am Mastery Academy. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you that there is a way that you could learn how to trade currency. So let's talk about what that looks like. I want to give you an example. If you were to, let's just say I'm going to Japan. If I leave the United States and I want to go to Japan, every country has their own currency. So if I leave and I have to go either to the currency exchange booth that you guys probably seen in the airport, go to the bank, the mall. There's a currency exchange booth there. And what they do is they exchange the US dollar for whatever currency that you're looking for. So if I'm going to Japan and you see USD JPY, if you've ever seen that ticker, you ever seen that USD JPY, what that means is it's the buying and selling of those two currencies together. It's the buying and selling. So a lot of the terminology is related to real estate, actually. And so the buying and selling of it. So there's a price attached to that exchange. There's a price attached. Now, realize that currency prices, they go up, they go down, they go up and they go down. And just like this candle, these candles that you see going up on this chart right in front of you, all we're doing is riding the waves of profit. And profit is included when the currency prices go up, or you see these candlesticks going down, actually when the currency prices are going down. So if the US dollar is positive, then you would notice there's an uptrend in price. You put a buy position in, and you get in at the right time, you get out, you made a profit. Got it? So on the opposite end, let's just say the US dollar was weak. You're putting in a sell order. What you're going to do is make money on that sell. Each of these candlesticks represent time, and they also represent money. Can y'all say that? Time and money. We're going to show you in the next couple minutes how you can actually take advantage of this time in a matter of seconds. This is the part that blows most people away because they're thinking it's going to take a long time to dominate my dollars, Lorie. I don't want to hear that. You go ahead with your excuses and I got to do this and I'm so busy. That's cool. This business is not predicated upon people, in which I love that. So I share the information because I love being a blessing and teaching other people, but I don't need a customer in order to make this work for me. When Kelly needs to sell a house, when Michelle needs to sell a house, she's got to sell that person a property so she can get a commission. It's the only way. There's no other way around this. When any person who is selling sales, if you're selling insurance, you've got to sell that policy in order to get the commission from that, right? So if there is no people involved in what we do, guess what you can do at home? Guess what you can do at home? Trade. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about that 60-second program and how that really works. But before we do, let's talk about the leadership in front of I Am Mastery Academy. The company was born in 2013. So you're not just dealing with a company that just opened up yesterday. So 2013, you are walking into a company where Christopher Terry, who is the founder, and his wife, Isis Delatorre, did a phenomenal job of making it affordable for people like us, everyday people. Okay. And then when you take a look at what the price tag is of normal Forex trading, you're spending at least $8,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 or more. I've seen it. And here you're walking into a platform for only $235. That's it. So when people look at the bigger scheme of things, they're like, I could get this anywhere. I can just get this off of YouTube. Okay, sure. It could take you a longer time also. It could also take you a longer time to do what you need to do. But we're going to show you how this is a structured environment, a professional environment, and how you can actually start shortening that time period so you can really start learning money when you're focused on your goal. When you're focused on your goal, this could take a long time or it could take a least amount of time. It's up to you. So when I joined the company and when I got to meet them, very down to earth people, and they wanted to make sure that this platform was affordable for the everyday person. So here's what it looks like. Trading is not hard. It's just new. All right. So one thing I want to do is give a big shout out to everyone that is on this line who may be traders, who may actually be a trader who's just beginning, or who may have been in trading for a little while. I want to give you guys a big shout out because what you've done, 1% of the population is only doing it. I want you to think about that for a second. 1% out of 100 are actually trading. Now, when you first get started, are you going to be profitable? No. But are you gaining the experience through the lessons? Absolutely. You are. It's just like, it's no different than school. If I'm in high school, am I guaranteed a job when I get out of high school? No, I got the fundamentals though. When I go to college, am I guaranteed a job when I get out? No, you still have to apply yourself and get out there and actually do the work to get hired. This is no different. So I think people get the misconception on, well, I need to be making money in 30 days or I'm out. That's cool. Bye. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work anywhere that way. So be patient with your progress. Most successful millionaires anyway don't start popping their money really till at least the age of 40 anyway. So if you're 40, 50 years old, you're on the right track. And if you got lucky in your 20s to walk into money or to walk into this, you're doing phenomenal. And for those that have children, oh, this is what you definitely want to make sure that you're exposing to your children. Because just imagine where you were at 18, 21, 25 years old. Were you making $10,000 a month? $50,000 a month? $250,000 a month? How about $750,000 a month? Anyone? With anyone? I know I was not. I don't even think I was making $1,000 in my 20s a month. And so with that, you've got the shift of millennials who understand I don't need a job, but if I'm investing into people and to myself, then I can make whatever amount of money I want. So guys, this is certainly something that if you're not showing the millennials this, they're already doing it. They're already doing it. I had a young lady who I was training before COVID hit. She's 82 years old. It was her daughter, her daughter and her granddaughter, all in my basement. I had 4 generations of women trading within our company. And the lady asked me, "Is my your oldest person? Like, am I going to be able to get this?" I said, "You are, but I'm excited that you are here. You're 82 years young." And for her, I look at it as this is something that's keeping your mind sharp. And whatever you need to do, whatever happened to your retirement account, you're doing what you need to do to multiply to keep yourself out of Walmart or to keep yourself out of a part-time job that you don't need to be in anyway. So millennials all the way up to 80, 82 years old, it's fair game. All right, it's definitely fair game. So thank you guys for joining in. If you haven't already, please share this video. Thank you, Courtney. I know you have shared this video before. Thank you. Share this video because somebody needs to hear exactly what we're talking about tonight. Dominating your dollars. Dominating your dollars right at home. And every time I have this conversation, I get really excited because I don't need a job. I don't need people. I don't need real estate to have to determine, is this a check for Lorie? Same thing for you. If you are working a job, you could actually start making money right at your desk, right on your lunch break. And I'm going to show you how in a couple minutes. Right? So what we're talking about is high frequency trading binary options. Maybe some of you have heard that. And once you learn how to identify market trends, you're going to learn how to get into the market for a buy when it's going up, or you're going to go in a down market, downtrend, when the market is going down. So guess what, guys? We follow arrows. We're following arrows. If you know if the computer is saying up, what is that telling you? The market's going up. Got it. The price is going up. Cool. If the arrow is pointing down, guess what? That's your direction. What's your clue to do? That means price is going down. Good. So you're about 80% there. You're already a trader already. Now, let me tell you about 2 of the softwares that we have. And I think this is the part that once you get this part, you're going to be like, damn, it's basically like cheating on a test. It is. It really is. So just imagine a software that actually is going to let you know when is the best and probable time to put in a buy order or put in a sell order. These 2 scanners, one is called Liberty, one is called Hourglass. You don't need to know them right now, but I want you to get familiar with the software that the company has already that's giving you the up and the down. All you got to do is follow the direction, and that's where your money flows. All right. We've got educators that already know what they're doing. We have over 100 different educators. My favorite one, young lady up here, she's called Millie Mills. I'm going to show you in 60 seconds how she made $100 just in the carryout line. I'll show you that when we wrap up. But here, there's different times of the day that these educators are here. So imagine at nighttime, there's the only time that you can really wind down. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. There's instructors all throughout the week, all throughout the day that have sessions going on. And you can learn from the best. These are actual traders that are doing the work. And you're actually, if you missed it, let's just say you're out showing a house, you're out working, you're out with a client or your family, you can actually look at the recorded sessions. So here are four tips on what to do to place a trade. This simple. You ready? So in that same example, let's just say we're looking at USD JPY. That's the currency pair we're going to just do this example with. USD JPY. Once I, select my currency. 2, I need to select how long do I want this trade to be out. 60 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's your choice. See, the great thing is you're taught per hour how much you're worth. Right now, I'm about to show you per second what you really can get done. So if you remember that number, Carl, you said $10,000 is that number that you want pouring into your account extra every month. Remember, you're able to make profits in a matter of seconds, not hours, not an annual salary. So you have to detach yourself from what you typically have been taught and brought up to think. So now you've got investor-minded people like yourself who are coming into this space knowing, well, in the next 60 seconds, if I can place this trade, if I can win this trade, I'm done typically, let's say within 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day. Could you even stand yourself if you're done 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day, you've made the same amount of money you did working 12 hours a day. 12 hours a day is a long time. All right. So I'm working and talking to the people who are looking to get their time back, who are serious about really getting in front of their finances and not getting so stressed out over, I have to work. I got to return this call. I gotta. This is the chillest I've ever been in my lifetime because I'm not so strapped on people. And when people are detached from your company, from your paycheck, then you don't have to worry so much about, well, dang, I didn't have that closing. I didn't have that sale. I didn't get my commission check. I didn't get my unemployment check. You're not so attached to that because then you're like, shit, I'm going to just go online, see what's going on in the market. And ladies and gentlemen, that scanner that I showed you, those scanners are giving out trades every 5 minutes. Did you hear what I said? Every 5 minutes, a different trade idea is coming out. So it's like dating. Hey, if this one didn't work, okay, you get it. So let's get back to this placing order. 1, you're going to select the currency that you're going to trade with. The scanner is going to give you that information. Got it? Number 2, you're going to determine, well, how long do I want this trade to be out? I don't want it to be all day. 60 seconds. Let's just say 60 seconds. Got it? Number 3, select your order size. How much am I trading? How much am I trading? Okay. And let's just say it could be $10, $20, $50. You set the amount based upon how much you have in your own account, how much that will be. And we'll help you so that you'll know what that number really needs to be. Number 4, then you just select the order direction. Remember the arrow, the up or the down. Got it. So let's put this all together. USD, JPY, you received a call. The scanner said it's a buy. It's a buy. So that means it's projecting the price to go up. All right. Simon says, follow the scanner. That's it. Simon says, follow the scanner. So that means here is where I place my trade. Take a look at the screen. If you take a look, this is where I placed it at this price. Boom. At this yellow mark, that's my 60 seconds. So I'm expecting price to go up because I put in a call order. I put in a buy order. So that means I'm expecting price to stay above that price, that initial price, until my 60 seconds is up. Children love doing this because they love playing games and they love a challenge. Adults love doing this because they can do it on their lunch break. They can do it before work, after work, waiting for their children, waiting on their spouse, whatever. You're going to get your time back. You're about to get your time back. Okay. So at the end of that 60 seconds, if price was above that price, then whatever amount that you had, whatever your order size was, let's say it was a $10 trade and the broker was paying you 80% profit. That means you just made $8 in a matter of 6 seconds, 60 seconds. All right. Seconds, right? How much time are you giving to other people when you can actually say, you know what? I don't need to do all this. I'm going to have to learn to invest. And you could be anywhere in the world and actually learn how to do this. So we actually have a trade service that's actually giving you trade alerts. Trade alerts now come to your cell phone. So the company has rolled out just this month a product called HFX Swipes. I love it because as you're on the go, just imagine, I was getting my hair done today and 2 trade alerts came in. I have the choice of taking that trade, placing that into my brokerage account or not. So wherever you are, you can actually reap benefits. And this is what it looks like when it comes in. This is what the alert looks like. It just comes in like a notification. So I love it. So it's basically money, money, money over time, all throughout the day. And those alerts are coming in like 7 to 15 times sporadically throughout the day. All right. So I ask you, if you had access to all of that, how would your day look? How would your day look? How can you dominate things a little bit more? You're going to get access to the education. You're going to learn. You're going to learn from higher educated people, and you're actually going to have mentors that's going to keep you in track of what you're supposed to be doing. Remember, this is at your pace. This is not a job. So you're not going to have a manager saying, "Did you finish your studies? Did you finish?" You've got me as your mentor. You've got me to kind of help out with, what can I do to help you go? But I can't do the work for you. You've got the goal. Like Carl had a $10,000 goal. What are we doing to keep you on track? Is the question. All right. Are you doing everything possible to get in front of you making $10,000 a month? You said that you wanted to buy a new home. You said you wanted to get that out of state house. So what are we doing? Did you get started on that? Or, what can I do to help? Those are the kind of questions that I ask. I don't supervise. It's not my job. But you know what your goals are. You know exactly what your goals are. If I can help with the accountability of that, got it. But I can't make you do those things. All right. You've got to know, is what I'm doing working? And then I want you to think about it. If that $10,000 doesn't happen, like Carl, if that $10,000 doesn't happen, what would my life look like? All right. You have the stability of a job today, but God forbid their numbers just don't work out in their favor. Guess who gets cut? You've got to make sure that something else is coming in so that when that day ever happens, if it ever happens, you're going to be like, no problem. No problem. I had already been making $10,000 a month anyway with my investment. So I'm cool. Here's the keys. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how much the service is, because many of you are just like, yo, 20 minutes ago, you could have showed me that. 20 minutes ago, what that was. Now, 4 years ago, as I shared with you, I had $87 to my name. I didn't even have the $200 that was needed to get started. But what I said was, I will find it. I will do what I have to do. And I got off the phone with my mentor and I sat there and asked myself a series of questions. What do I need to do to make this happen? Because I didn't have any other choices at that time. So once you see this package that we just went through, that investment is not $10,000, $20,000 or more. It's only $235 one time. That's it. And $175 to maintain it. You should get excited about that part, because you've got a professional platform that's going to give you the answers to the test. Remember, buy and sell, couple seconds. You're making money in seconds. You're going to have access to that immediately, and educators that's going to help you learn every step of the way. All right. So it's $235. That's it. Now, if you want it, that's just one. We actually have another program called the Elite Package, and that has at least 12 different softwares. 12. So if you wanted all of that, that's $325 one time. And then it's $275 per month. So if you wanted to get, here's a snapshot. You don't even know anything about cryptocurrency, but you could. And all of these other apps, imagine apps that are giving you answers to the test. When to buy, when to put them to sell for a profit. That's it. All right. Somebody could be unemployed right now, get onto the Elite Package. And if you're not making money, that's the whole goal. It's not to acquire a bill. If you get in here and you just like, oh, this isn't working. It's because you're not working it. You're not working it. It works. All the goodies are inside. You got to work it. All you have to do is just pick one, rock it out for 90 days, 180 days, and watch a difference. $175 a month won't even be a problem for you, because you'll be making that every day. Okay, so let's look at the mindset of someone who says yes versus someone who says no. The investor minded or the business owner typically says yes more than they say no. And the reason that is because they take a look at the opportunity and say, What would this do for me if I do it? Is it a win for me if I invest $275 now? $234, I'm sorry. If I invest $235, what do I get out of that? And if you see all the benefits that I shared with you, software that shows you money in minutes, oh, I'm sold. All I need to do is just get educated. You got that? Yes, it's all in there. How about people that can help me on a day-to-day basis? Yep, got all that. Cool. It's a win-win. You don't have to think too hard. They have faith and they have the belief that whatever they're going to do, hey, if I fail, I at least tried it. I gave it a shot. Now, someone who says no typically is focused on that box that we initially talked about. They're focused on saying no majority of their life because no is comfortable. No allows them to stay comfortable. So that's where fear and doubt typically stay around. So the person who typically says no to something like this, they're not ready to get out of the box. But there's 3 different people that typically say yes to this type of opportunity. One would say, you could have stopped 20 minutes ago. I'm ready. This is the time now. What you're talking about is real, is professional. We can learn from people who are doing it. That's it. So a 1 is ready to go. So those are the ones I'd love to talk to. If you want to get more information, make sure that you connect with whoever got you to this video or myself. Now, if you are a 2, that individual's like, I heard it, but I was cooking in the kitchen. I really didn't hear everything. You said something about 60 seconds. I have more questions. I have more questions. That's cool. I love that because I can answer your questions. So a 2 is a maybe, but I still have more questions. And a 3 just simply says, no, thank you. I'm good. That's still a decision. I'm good with that. So either if you're a 1 or a 2, I'm ready to talk with you. I'm ready to speak with you. And certainly whoever, if you're on someone else's page and you found this video, make sure that you get back with that person so you can get connected more to our community. What you can do is get started with going to mytradinglounge.com. There's 2 videos on there that would help you tonight and tomorrow, maybe get this information. mytradinglounge.com. I'm going to put it in here. And then of course, I'm not going anywhere. So I don't want you to think that I'm going somewhere. So if you wanted to get more of the information from me, then I can certainly make sure that you get it. Okay. I wanted to talk a little bit more about another side of the business. And this is enticing for some people, but not everyone. But it's also optional. It's also optional. So we went through really how you can dominate your dollars as an investor. You don't need to recruit. You don't have to sell a product. I promise you, you don't. And that's why a majority of the people love this company, because they don't have to sell anything. All right. But for the ones who are investors and they want to be business owners as well to pick up some more money, if you like money, if you like receiving weekly money because you like to be a blessing to other people, this is for you. But if not, you can just log off. So just imagine being a business owner and there is a way to get your monthly subscription for free. So imagine Michael is signing up today. He's a brand new investor and he knew Carl and he knew Nora. All right. Nora's just getting started. She saw this information. She's like, I'm good. I'm very interested in it. But I'm ready to learn. So once Nora signs up and Carl signs up with Michael, Michael will then get his service for free. You know why? Because he had 2 people enrolled under his referral link. And people are doing that every day. That's easy. So if you are signed up as an active member with I Am Mastery Academy, you can get your monthly membership for free. Doing things like this by sharing this video is simple because someone could see this on your page. They inquire about this information, and if you got at least 2, hey, that gets your service for free. But if you don't say anything and you're just like, then nothing is going to happen. You just pay the monthly. It's okay. Your goal is to make money here. Your goal is to make money here. So this is the option. So if you get your 2 and free now, You're learning and making money with no monthly membership fee. None. All right. So let's just say you want to take it a step further. Like, Lorie, I want to make more money. And there is a way that the company will now start to pay you referrals for who you know and who you've connected to the company. So with hands out here, I want to ask, who is a great referral or affiliate, or who likes to refer business out here? Who likes to refer business out here? Nora, Faith, Kim, do you like referring? All of y'all's hands should be up. All of y'all's hands should be up, and you know why? You've done it. Yeah, Morita, you do it every single day. If I ask you, Morita, where did you get that lipstick from? Girl, I got this from the Mac counter. I was over at the Bowie store. Here's the girl's card that I got it from. You will give me everything necessary so I can get that damn lipstick. Remember the Popeyes episode almost a year and a half ago? People were going nuts over chicken. And no one from the corporate office was sending you anything. You were just like, chicken, did you get it? Have you had some? And pew, y'all were out the door. So I know y'all can do it. Lorie, where'd you get your hair done? This is the young lady who did my hair. Angel did it. She's down in Lanham. Here's her phone number. I just referred business, but Angel didn't pay me a dime. Popeyes got lots and lots of money. But you didn't. Mac, lipstick, all right? I love that red lipstick that you're wearing. I didn't get a dime from Mac. But the problem is with some folks, when it comes down to money is being exchanged and given to you, you're thinking, no, that's a freaking scam. Y'all are crazy. Come on, stop that. So when money is attached to this, now you have a bonus. You now have a bonus where, let's say you get 3 people now. Michael has expanded. He's got 3 folks that have said yes to the opportunity. They want to learn just like him. Michael's not doing the training. He just said, come over here. There's opportunity here. That's all he did. And from that point, Michael could be getting anywhere from $25 to $50 per person every time they sign up. So I want you to take a look at this, and we're going to conclude with that video. I wanted to show you the money being made in 60 seconds. Everybody starts at the bottom. Everybody starts at the bottom. So I want you to take a look at the rank column to the left, the qualified subscribers in the middle, and the weekly residuals. Weekly, we get paid weekly. W-E-E, not W-E-A-K. There's a difference, all right? So the rank starts at the bottom. If Michael were to have 3 individuals that connected to his referral link, he is now in a position where he is a business owner, and now the company is paying Michael $150 every single month, but broken down in weekly residuals. Okay, so now he's getting compensation. So that $175 that you're paying every single month as a business owner, it could be offset simply by you opening your mouth and sharing the information. This is why I said, for many people who are even in our organization, even if you were just to share this video, I guarantee you someone on your page will see it and inquire about it and ask you, are you doing it? The girl in the green, like that video that you had on your page, are you doing it? Can I get some more information on that? That's how it starts. All right, I'm doing all the work. It's on your page for free. We didn't have to knock on doors. Hey, are you keep your business options open? We don't do all that because the internet is our friend. And a lot of information is shared simply by the internet. All right. So now let's just say Michael and his team group of 3 is now expanding to 12. Now the company is going to be paying you $600 a month. If you look, Platinum 600 is the next level up for your next raise. That's your raise. Okay. Platinum 1000. Now his organization has grown to 30 people. That doesn't mean that Michael did all of the recruiting by himself and the referring by himself. That simply means that the 3 that he first got started, they got to work and they did a little bit. So collectively, that 30 is going to reward Michael $1,000 a month. Okay. You can do some good things with $1,000 a month, $600 a month, and it gets better. So Platinum 2000 is 75 individuals that are in the organization active, just not doing anything, but active. Platinum 5000, on my way right there with that one. That one is 225 members in the organization, 5,000 a month. So Carl, here's your number, Chairman 10. That's $10,000 a month. And that is someone, Michael, being connected to 500 individuals. Now, that may take a little time, but it doesn't have to. We have some people that are doing that within a matter of days, within a matter of months, depending on who they know. And the internet is a powerful instrument in order to make that happen. So the youngest gentleman in our company, he's at the top of the rank. He's at a Chairman 750. And I know you guys don't know the names, but I want to break it down to let you know. All that is a position. Just like someone has a manager position, senior level accountant position. Everyone has a title, no matter where you go. Realtor, it's a title to what you do. So there is a rank called Chairman 750. That is someone who is earning $750,000 a month. A month. And the youngest gentleman in our company is doing that, 24 years young. So ladies and gentlemen, you can't tell me that youngsters aren't doing what they need to do to make it happen. You can't tell me folks in our age group aren't doing what they have to do, because we have over 400,000 people that are making a decision to invest. Okay, so I wanted to wrap up with that. No, actually his name is Bryce Thompson, down in the Georgia area. He is 24 years old and polished, and it's not like it's just like he's just, around the way dude. He's polished. And when you have that kind of mentorship from someone who is 24, I'm 45 and I look up to him. Everything comes out of his mouth is butter. And he learns from top speakers all around the world. So that's who we're attached to. All right. God first, family, and then the money comes. God first, family, because you got to take care of family, and then the money will come. There's other organizations I'm sure that you have heard of that just create hype, money, gold in this, and here's the car, and here's the ring that you're going to get. That's cool, but that also creates a false sense of earning money too, because everybody can't just make that kind of bling like that. And if you're not making it that fast, then they feel, oh, this is not working. So network marketing has definitely gotten a bad rap in some cases, because some people just can't line up to selling the products. And if you have to sell a product, then it gets very hard for you, because you don't want to sell. You don't want to sell. Okay. So here you don't have to sell anything. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is that you do not have to sell. I wanted to show you a video of one of the educators that is actually teaching what we're talking about. And she was in line ordering food. And as she was ordering food, she was asking the waiter there, how much do you want to make in 60 seconds? And so this is what happened. Remember, people on their jobs are focused on how much do I get paid per hour? How much do I get paid per year? Here, I need you to think as an investor. I need you to think like an investor and think, how much money can I make in a matter of seconds? And this is what happened. So let me show you this video. And I have a couple questions that people have asked, so I want to make sure I address those before we leave too. Before we leave. All right. Let's go.
Oh my God. Okay, how much you want to make right now in 60 seconds?
How much you want to make, bro?
I want to make, in 60 seconds, I want to make $100 in 60 seconds.
$100.
Okay.
That's easy.
Got $1 million at work right now.
All right,
yo.
look at my
crazy.
account. Well, this is not my original account, but 1,147, right?
Okay.
Okay. 1,147, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Watch this.
$100 in 60 seconds.
All right. You said $100?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 60 seconds. Let me change this to 100.
This is legendary.
$100. 0.00. 60 seconds. Okay. Done. 100. Hold on. It's my roll over.
Hey, but look, in the meantime, let me get the hamburger meal.
With onion or no onion?
Yeah, onion, grilled, chop.
Guys.
We be clear?
Guys.
Oh,
Guys.
shoot!
Guys.
Oh!
Guys.
Oh! Hey!
Hey!
Wait.
Clear. $185. 60 seconds.
Oh my God!
185.
In 60 seconds?
$185.
Oh!
You're settling for 6
Look how happy he is.
God, like, are you kidding me?
What the freak?
Take that out.
What the freak, bro?
For the drink,
Quit your job, bro.
I told you check my number down. If I'm interested, I'll hit you guys.
And you're settling for $6 an hour.
Bro, and the market's still dropping.
Damn.
Look at this, baby.
Nearly.
Sheesh. Look, it was 1,001 and change, 1,200 and change. I just made $185.
In the face.
Matter of fact, let me order
In
some
his
food, 'cause
face.
I just made some money, so let's order some
In
food
his.
right now.
So Marita, that's Millie. So you keep following her. You're gonna do just fine. You're gonna do just fine. You keep it up. You're doing great. So that's just one story. And this gentleman makes $6 or $7 an hour. And that example was showing him you can make $7 a second. In that example, she just made $100. So we show you how to do this. We show you how to do this and how the software does all the work. It's incredible. So let me answer a couple of questions before I let you guys go. Dominating your dollars is the topic for the day. All right. So here we go. Number one, the question was, does the profit go to anyone else? Does your profit go to anyone else? No. As an investor in the Forex market, you are going to have your own broker account. You're going to have your own broker account. So I'm not attached to it. The company is not attached to it. You're going to get your own broker company. And when you're placing trades in there, first of all, you're going to be in a demo account where you're going to be able to practice with fake money. Do that as long as you need to feel comfortable, because someone's level of comfort could be 2 weeks and it could be 1 year for someone else. So when you get comfortable of placing those trades in your demo account, practice. And then when you're ready, the broker that we use, that we can show you some of the examples of who we use, $50 is a minimum. So it's not like you need thousands and thousands of dollars. $50 is a minimum. So that money is yours. The percentages all go to you, and you don't have to worry about us getting any kind of override. So it's not about that. All right. Good question. Second question is, do I have to recruit? Do I have to recruit? No, you don't. And that's why so many people love this investment platform, is because you learn at your own pace. You learn at your own pace, whether you do 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. That's what I say. 30 minutes to 1 hour a day can really make a difference overall. And you look back, it's now April, and you think, well, I want to be rich now. I want to make that $10,000. You got to get started somehow. You got to get started. When I was a real estate agent, I wasn't making thousands of dollars in consistent sales every single month. I wasn't, but I got better. I learned what I was supposed to do. I learned how to communicate. I learned where to get leads from. And guess what? Then they started to be a little bit more consistent. So just be patient with your progress. All right. You don't have to recruit. And if you do choose to do that, then that allows you to get paid both ways. So imagine if you were having a bad week in trading, right? But you recruited, you had referred people to the company. You're up over here, but maybe this week you were down. We get paid every week. So at least you can balance out your income by referring people to the company. All right. And let's just say this week you're up trading way more. You're doing great with trading, but the referrals kind of lacked off a little bit. Doesn't matter. You balance out however you want, or have them both up. Yeah, I do both. I actually do both. I trade and I do the referral piece as well. Um, Number three, how long does it take to make money? I don't know. How long does it take for you to lose weight? That's a good question. How long is really up to you. Everyone's learning curve is different. I say it over and over again. I am not the fastest learner. I need to see things multiple times before I get it. And when I get it, then I know I understand it and no one can take that away from me. So it's really at your pace. I don't know when your aha moment comes, but on average, what you're going to notice is if you've been consistent, and I mean consistent, that 30 minutes to 1 hour a day, I can tell the difference of members who were consistent versus the one that start in January and just say, come back in April. Hey, I need to start all over again. I just need a whole refresher. I can tell because you weren't consistent. So that means that person is going to be further behind than the one in January who was consistent with boom, boom, boom. They're what they had to do. So I don't know how long does it take is really up to how long are you going to be committed to staying put and staying focused on what you need to, because your goals are right in front of you. You got to see, great, it feels good if I get it accomplished, but what the hell is going to happen? How am I going to feel if I don't accomplish this goal? My dad is a part of my goal list. My dad, my mom, and me. If I don't achieve it, I'm going to feel bad. And if you don't feel bad, then that goal is not big enough. So last year I was able to write out my goals, and my dad, I wanted to make sure my dad had a personal driver. Wanted to make sure my dad had a personal driver. Had an accident, he shouldn't be driving. And so he finally submitted and said, all right, I'll do what I have to do where I'm not driving as much. And for me to be able to invest in that and not worry about it, that's a huge accomplishment for me. So you have to understand, what is it going to take for you to feel like that and feel accomplished? It might be your children going to a private school versus a public school. I don't know. It might be you moving from this neighborhood to a better zip code. So whatever that means for you, you make the determination of how long am I going to stay up? Do I want to do 30 more minutes? Do I want to do 20 more minutes? Or am I just going to go back to sleep and watch Netflix? I don't know. Okay. So it's really up to you and how fast you want to get to your goals. The last question, how much is the membership? The membership is two different ones that you could really choose from. There's 4 different ones, but the 2 that I focused on today, if you want to get the money in minutes and start working with that software is called the HFX package. That is the one that the majority of the team members that I joined, that join now, that's the one that they're doing. The HFX package is $235 one time, and then $175 28 days later, and every month recurring. All right, so $234. Now, if you wanted to get the other package that had every app that the company offers, just be careful, because too much of anything can be a bad thing too. Because if you're not going to stay focused and committed to working it, then it'll just be overwhelming and you won't do anything. So the higher package is $325 one time and $274 a month. All right. So you've got your choice. You want to get started slow or you want to get started fast. The faster program is $325. It's still not a lot of money. And for those that are already self-employed, remember, everything here is education. So write it off on your taxes, please. Another business benefit. So make sure that you are definitely making sure that you follow back in with whoever got you to this video. If it's on my page and you have questions for me, if you are a number 1 and you're like, I'm ready to get started with that investment product that you talked about, do it. I'm here for it. If you're a number 2 and you already know I have questions, I didn't get everything from the video, but I do have questions, then let's talk. And if you are a number 3 and you've decided it's not for you, that's totally fine. That is a decision. Who I'm looking for are coachable, decisive people to be on the team. And more importantly, motivated, self-motivated to get it done for themselves. So those are the ones I'm looking for. A no is still a decision. So that's great. And so I welcome everybody that's saying yes to their dreams and their goals. And I just want to make sure I didn't have any other questions out here. I did put the link to our page, which is mytradinglounge.com. So if you did need to see anything else, it is there for you. All right. Dominating your dollars is something that you can do tonight. It is definitely something you can do. Don't let your age get away from you. Don't let what you do for a living stop you, because everybody in this industry, everybody in this organization is of some different job, some kind of career path. This is not a job. This is an investment option for you to start multiplying your money, just like the banks do. All right. If they're going to do it, if they're going to use our savings account anyway, we might as well be able to flip our account from $50 to $100 to $2,000 and not have to worry about what the government is giving us in order to make it work for ourselves. So continue to see you guys later. You guys have a great night.